Welcome back to All Things Possible. I mean, that's kind of the name we chose because we've been kind of playing around with some titles for this podcast, and I guess that's what we settled on because we want to talk about all things that are possible. This podcast explores that idea and shares and celebrates untold stories happening right in your very own community. I'm really hoping you grab the snack before pressing play because now we're going to be switching gears from the fashion world to the world of culinary art. Get ready to indulge your taste buds as we delve into the sizzling world of cuisine with our next guest. We're pulling the knives and the forks out as we chat with Chef Nate Malaiholo, a Chaffey High School Entrepreneur Program alumni who will tantalize us with his passion for cooking and the incredible journey he embarked on after completing this groundbreaking program. So grab a seat at our podcast table and prepare to savor this delectable episode.
Hi, my name is Jordan Brown. I am your community development strategist. We are here at the DeAndre D. Lampkin Foundation in the Sounds of the Community Studio, curated by RR Productions. And today I have with me Chef Nate Malaiholo, and we're going to be speaking about his entrepreneurship journey, his purpose, and his contribution to Chaffey High School. So I will let you actually give yourself a little bit of a background, just who you are, what you do, and then we'll get into it.
Okay, so I'm Nate. I graduated Chaffey High School in 2017, so I've been an alumni for 7 years now. What I do currently is I work in a brunch restaurant called Butter as a pastry chef and a line cook. So I do a bit of baking and cooking, just depends on the day. And today we just had our culinary class with Chaffey. I think it went pretty well. Mm-hmm. I'd like to hope so. And you got to try one of the things today. What'd you think?
I actually don't think that you're allowed to leave.
Okay.
Yeah, you live here now, you work here now, and
Wow.
the raspberry sauce was amazing. So.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to grow my brand, build my business. I'm doing as many pop-ups as I can because I find them to be there are a lot of stress. There's a lot of stress involved, especially beforehand, but once you're in it, once you're doing it, and once it's over, I feel very fulfilled. So I'm trying to do pop-ups like crazy right now is my current goal.
So the next time we have an opportunity for you to come do that at the DeAndre D. Lampkin Foundation, I can sign you up for something like that?
Yeah,
Amazing.
Of course.
I wish I would have known that. We would have had you at Lunar Lux. But there's plenty of opportunities coming around for 2024, so I'll definitely keep you in mind and keep you updated on those things coming up.
Cool.
My first question is about entrepreneurship. You said that you were basically like you're like the pilgrim child or the poster child for the Chaffey Entrepreneurship Club. How was that for you?
It was crazy back in the day because we were all like figuring it out together. Miss Chrissy, I think she does it with the students today still. Like she would take us everywhere. We were doing business pitches maybe twice a month, some months. So it was crazy. We were just our number one goal back in the day was always to get funding. Mm-hmm. Like that's always what we were trying to do is get funding so we could open up a restaurant. Looking back now, I'm like, man, if we got the funding and we started a restaurant back then, like knowing what I know now about the restaurant industry, I'm like, we would have been way in over our heads. Mm-hmm. But it was still a fun experience. It was a great experience overall because I learned so much about business, finances, entrepreneurship that I still use today. As you all can see, like I'm still doing it to this day. So I'm forever grateful, but it was definitely, there was a lot of turmoil back in the day, for sure. Right. Yeah.
So from then to now, you are now pretty much leading and helping teach our newest generation of students at Chaffey High School Entrepreneurship Club. So what can you say to them? What kind of advice or information can you impart on them just about your journey and the journey of entrepreneurship in general?
So when it comes to my journey, I would definitely say, and this is as cheesy as it comes, is like follow your passion, follow your heart. Because when I left Chaffey, my goal at the time was to become a financial advisor. I went to school for finance. I did 2 years in community, got my associates, and that's when COVID hit. Mm-hmm. And I decided to do a complete 180, go to culinary school. And I've never been more happy in my life because when I was a financial accountant, I got a sales manager position at an IT company, and I was just cold calling all day. I was just like talking to people, sending out 1 million emails, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to leave. Like, I hate this so much. And so now that I'm doing something that I actually enjoy, like I literally eat for a living.
I love that.
It's kind of crazy. That's all I do at work. Is we're always tasting stuff. We're always eating, trying to come up with new things for the menu too. So now that I'm doing something I like, it's still not easy by any means. Like preparing for today, I was stressed all morning. I woke up at 5 a.m. to make everything. And I was up last night until midnight. So by no means is it easy, but at the end of the day, I do feel fulfilled and I feel a lot better with myself. So follow your dreams.
I don't think that's corny at all. I think honestly, like that's the backbone to everything because you'll be willing to do the work if you love what you do.
Yes.
So I love that for you. Can you talk about today's event and kind of what you taught to our next wave of students, what you were able to kind of like teach them to do and your overall experience for today?
So today we went over 3 main topics. The first was reusing ingredients and products in general because as a restaurant, we try to always have as little food costs as possible because margins are so slim as it is. So let's say we buy chicken. We're going to buy the whole chicken, first of all, and we're going to try to use every part of that chicken, all the bones we use to make stock, the meat we use in dishes, of course. And so today we had cake pops using cakes, and that's just one way to reuse old cakes. Like whenever we have a cake catering order at a restaurant, we always have leftover cake. We make cake pops with it, we sell it. Like we have to use every part of it. So that was the first topic. The second thing we tried out was presentation, making fruit tarts. And that went really well. I think everyone enjoyed that. I enjoyed seeing everyone's artistic flair and style too. And that's just really people learning about how we eat food with our eyes first. And if something looks nice, in reality, it probably will end up tasting better than if you presented it in a poor way. And the last thing was probably my favorite thing and everyone's favorite thing here is like plating food. Because that gives everyone your own artistic freedom. And I could see everyone's own personality. Like some people had a lot of stuff going on their plate. And then some people were very minimal, very clean cut. And there's no right or wrong when you're plating. It's all about what you want to do, how you want to present yourself on the plate. You know what I mean? So it's so fun being able to see everyone's take on the dish. But yeah, that's basically what we did today. I hope to do more things like this in the future.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Again, not just for Chaffey, but I know the DeAndre D. Lampkin Foundation is always having opportunities for local leaders and local professionals like yourself to come and impart your wisdom and impart your experience with the community. So we'll definitely be having you back just for that. And then also as a guest here, like I said, I wish I would have known because you would have been invited to our Lunar Lux, but there's plenty of opportunities to come as a guest, to come as a vendor. My next question for you is the same question that I asked our young entrepreneurs, which is how do you impact your community through your entrepreneurship?
Ooh, community impact is a great question. I will start by saying this. I will preface, I'm not the best at community outreach, I guess I could say. I'm very catered towards my own heritage, my own background, the Indonesian community. I'm always doing events for them, creating flavors catered towards them. But I do want to reach out towards the community more and do work with you guys here at Lampkin, because I think the key to many successful businesses, especially small businesses, is community.
Right.
And so I'm always trying to do things in the I live in Eastville now. I'm always trying to do events over there, help out my friends that are local artists there whenever they have a pop-up and they need someone. I'm always trying to help them out. But yeah, right now I mainly cater towards my own Indonesian community, and I always help them with events like whenever they have a bazaar, we call it, like a food festival. I'm always at those. I'm always trying to give people a taste of home when they're away from home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do now, but I can always improve and get better is what I'd say.
Well, I think you did that today. I think you were able to reach into our community today and give back what you could. And just the simple fact that you're aware of how important community is to any business, I think that you're further along than a lot of entrepreneurs. I think, unfortunately, the misnomer for entrepreneurs is that the product is the most important thing, but it really is the people who enjoy your product. And so the simple fact that you were able to come here today and reach all of these people, and who knows, this is, again, one generation. These are experiences that you've created that they won't forget anytime soon. So I would say that. My last question for you is, what, if you ruled the world, because in your world you do, where would you be in your own entrepreneurship journey in, let's just say, 5 years? I know you work for Butter now. Is that something that you hope to continue to do, or do you hope to branch out and do something a little bit more individualized for yourself?
Yeah, my long-term goal, 5 to 10 years, is brick and mortar restaurant. I want to have a place, and again, like I said before, I cater towards Indonesians heavily, I want a place where I can have a fusion of Indonesian food and American food, because that's what I had growing up, and a place for my friends and family to come and eat and enjoy and hang out whenever they need to, and I want to be able to support one of my dreams is always like, if someone comes to my restaurant, their loved one or a friend, like I can give them free food, you know what I mean? Because I really do enjoy caring on other people. So yeah, long-term goal is brick and mortar restaurant and having a place of my own that I can call a home for my friends and family.
Well, when you're ready to do that, I am a commercial real estate professional, so I can definitely get you that brick and mortar.
Wow.
What's your favorite Indonesian food? Mine's lontong.
That's mine too.
Don't just lie.
I'm not even joking, because I think it's better than rice.
It is better than rice.
Yes, and so whenever they have it in a restaurant, I will ask for that instead of rice.
That's awesome.
Because the texture is just so much better, in my opinion. But
I wanted to see if you were really Indonesian.
But my second favorite would be rendang.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you so very much for doing everything here today for the Chaffey Entrepreneurship Club, for being here at the DeAndre D. Lampkin Foundation, and for allowing me to interview you in the Sounds of the Community studio. So once again, my name is Jordan Brown. I am your community development strategist, and today I was able to speak to Chef Nate. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That applause sign is crazy. Thank
you so much.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
I had fun. I've never been interviewed.
What?
I've never been interviewed this deeply before.
What? This wasn't even deep. I tried to stall you out.